When we cannot face the uncomfortable aspect of what it is to be human and to experience fear, we blame each other. We find anything outside of us to escape us from the heartbreaks of our lives, rather than sit with and comfort each other during the times of our biggest and greatest fears. Since the first Gulf War, I spoke to many citizens who survived, and their experience has been largely misrepresented by the media. These are stories that need to be shared with the collective, and unfortunately, many Iraqi nationals who escaped Saddam's dictatorship are filled with extreme cases of paranoia and PTSD. As a result, they are terrified to share any of their stories due to a public fear of retribution. Many have become hermetized and prefer to be left alone. There are many opinions and theories about the political situation of Iraq, and while one can wax poetic about whether or not war was justified, this much is true. Many innocent children and families who had nothing to do with politics have died or been displaced as a result of this long war. I personally know hundreds of families who lost loved ones, mothers who were separated from their children for years, husbands and wives separated, and fathers and their children who never got a chance to say goodbye. War does not just affect the country of the inhabitants in it. Everyone in the world is worse off collectively because of war. And I speak for both military veterans and civilians. I believe that there is more that we can do with words and diplomacy than with bloodshed to get our point across. For a long time, I was angry about feeling trapped in a box between the tragedy that unfolded in Iraq and the greater Middle East and the tragedy that unfolded among my friends in New York City and my family members living in the United States. It was as if a cascade of fear unleashed and the domino effect was death and destruction. I kept asking myself, what was the purpose of these endless wars? Are we really better off today? Has the world benefited from this destruction and chaos? Did we try everything we could not to go to war based on security interests?